Warning. Some viewers may find the following video offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
Elite FPL, baby!
Viewer discretion is advised. Warning. Some viewers may find the following video offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, welcome to another Elite FPL Sunday Surgery where I'll be honest with you, it's not been a very good week for me, and I don't really want to talk about how well some people have done this week compared to my abysmal 32 points. 32 points from 8 players, and Steve-O, you've had a good week so far. You're catching me. You've got 52 points, which is, yeah, I'm just looking now. Did you take a -4?
No, I'm on 56.
Huh.
I'm not taking a hit for...
No, I'm just on that. It's confusing because on the, yeah, okay, it says on here, 56 points, and, you're now only 20 points behind me in the overall.
But you've got Kevin De Bruyne captain.
That
I've got
means-
Haaland captain,
that's-
who's
that
doing,
means
as we've
nothing to me.
joked on X about, he's doing nothing tomorrow.
It's, you know, it's a lot of times like this where I just think, why do I do this? Why do I put myself through this shit? Why do I play this game? I don't know. Hello Firetog, hello to Andrew Ferguson, hello Chatspot, hello Scotty D, Kick Your Ass TV. I mean, I've had such bad luck for so long. I mean, woe is me. Woe is me. You should all feel sorry for me. Oh, it's a game where we're all against each other, like I was saying before we hit the live button. It's a game where it's all versus all, and people expect sympathy. People expect sympathy. Like... No, like tweeting out going,
I'm clipping that.
Oh, I got rid of Cunha. Oh, I got rid of Garnacho. Oh. Yeah, fucking good. Like you said, Steve-O, before we hit the live button.
I'm glad.
Good. Because that means you've got points. And that's the, you know, it's just toughen up. That's what I'm going to say. Same with people that have got, oh, I really hope Foden doesn't play because I've got Saka on my bench. Like, no, stop being like that. Just grow up. Fucking own your decisions at the end of the day. You made a decision, stand by it, and stop being a bloody baby about things that are completely out of your control. I mean, I've probably had one of the worst turn of events with my players this week. And you know what? It is what it is.
It's not even this week. It started from that deadline day when I was going to wildcard and you were going to be bringing in Darwin, but you never did. From that point, it's just gone
downhill.
Crap for you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hello, Colm. Hello, Animations. Slavex here too. Firetog, apparently he's coming for us. Apparently he's suddenly got a wind behind his sails and he's sailing up the leagues at the moment.
Well,
good for you, Firetog.
Let's get real here. He wouldn't be saying that if Garnacho hadn't have got the 2 goals. I mean, I've seen the goals. I mean, Jesus Christ, talk about fortuitous. So, congratulations, you got the goals from him, but very, very fortuitous. But you got the goals. That's the main thing that's come out of it, and that's what happens in football. Very similar to and we'll talk about them in a minute, but the Liverpool game. I'm going to be real here. Liverpool were absolutely appalling defensive, well, just appalling in general. They just weren't up for it, whereas Arsenal, they were just shit. And Arsenal just capitalised on 2 terrible mistakes, especially the Alisson and Van Dijk cock up. In fact, technically there were 2, but
Liverpool just looked tired, mate. They looked like they were just on. They couldn't get out of first gear, mate.
Well, they definitely couldn't get out. I don't think they looked tired. They looked
tired, mate. They were slow on the ball. They weren't running around. Like they weren't busting the gut. They weren't busting the gut.
I think mainly because from what I understood of the commentary, and Mark Goldbridge, it's Szoboszlai which they're missing, and also Darwin. I think that front 3 today is the worst front 3 they could have. You've got Diaz that does all the running on the planet, but that's about it, and puts in tackles.
To be honest, Diaz for me was the most threatening player on that pitch for Liverpool. For me,
I wouldn't say threatening.
He was like whenever, I said to my brother-in-law, because he's a Liverpool fan, said if Liverpool are going to get anything out of this game, it'll be through Diaz. And guess what? It was through Diaz's tenacity and his ability to never give up.
But he wasn't threatening. He was
threatening, mate. He was running into the box loads.
Yeah, but when it comes to him shooting and whatnot, he is absolutely pants. I saw nothing from him.
Well, hang on. Did you not see Darwin Núñez when he came on?
Well, that.
Did you see that shot?
Yeah, just what was he doing?
I don't know, mate. I mean, that had been like me shooting, like, it was like, oh my god, just like went into Rosette. But yeah, in all seriousness, I echo what you're saying. Liverpool just didn't show up, and
but you've got to admit that Arsenal weren't exactly.
No, Arsenal weren't. Well, they weren't sublime. They just capitalised on mistakes after mistakes. The amount of time that Liverpool were making mistakes around the back, playing it around the back,
yes,
and just it was just like, hang on, if Arsenal wanted to just keep pressing here, they're going to get the ball and they're going to have a one-on-one opportunity. And it was just like Van Dijk just seemed rattled for the majority of the night. I was thinking, what is going on here? And then he subbed Trent off, which I was like, that was interesting.
Oh, have you heard his comments, Klopp?
No.
His comments about Trent. He said basically that he's not fit enough to be playing 90 minutes. So either
because it was a real improvement when they got him off, wasn't it?
Well, this is the weird thing. I was like, surely you keep him on, but the fact that Klopp said he wasn't fit enough tells me that basically he was forced into the game to play because of the unfortunate circumstances regarding. I've completely forgotten his name, but the individual that couldn't play today because of the loss of his father. But it tells me that potentially
the young lad, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Bradley Jones.
That's the one,
of course. And basically, if he was available today, he would have played. So it tells me then that the game against Liverpool,
Connor Bradley
against Burnley suggests to me that he might start. But it's one of those where I've got a transfer done, and we'll come on to that in a minute. But I think that Trent is the one that I really want to bring in. But the news that Klopp's come out and said not fit enough. But they have got a week before Saturday, 3:00. So I kind of like want to go through with the transfer that I want to do, which will be for free. But it's just the fact that if he's not going to be playing the full 90 minutes is a bit frustrating. I can take 80 minutes, 75 maybe, but less than 60 minutes. God. I'm not really too fussed with him. And for people like you, it's you don't sell him.
I've done. Can I share something with you? I've done a rage transfer. At
Really?
1:00 in the morning this morning.
Why?
I did a rage transfer.
Oh wow! Oliver, don't say anything. Let me guess what you've done then. So you've done a rage. So you're like, oh, why? Right, okay. So you've done a rage transfer.
Yeah.
Right then. So it's either A. Well, so this was last night. So
yeah, it was last night.
So it's either Gordon or Gordon. Gordon?
Yes, it is Gordon.
Okay, Alex Follow, get ready for the next thumbnail. Who did you bring in then? Oh, Jota.
Nope.
Is it a double game week player?
Nope.
25. No.
Nope.
Oh. Past, and I don't know who the hell you would. Oh, Richarlison?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Exact money as well. Literally exact money. Yeah, it was a rage transfer. Completely didn't need to do it.
What was the money? 6.8?
No, 7.1 for Richarlison, wasn't it?
I mean, 7.1, is he?
Hang on, has he gone up?
No, I don't. No, he didn't go out last night.
No, he might be going up. He might be going up. Yeah, so yeah, Richarlison could be going up tonight. Yeah, I just thought, you know what, this whole thing with Gordon, the injury. I'm just thinking like I was just getting angry because of course I took out. And the thing is, Garnacho, just there's nothing for me for weeks and weeks, and then I get him out of my team, and well, he ends up having an absolute blinder.
But would you have played him though?
No, I probably would have played Saka. To be fair, probably would have played Saka.
There's your answer then. That's the problem. There's 2 minutes. Did you? We'll get onto, like I said, we'll get onto the games in a minute. But did you even watch the Man United game?
Oh yeah. I watched it. Very happy with the performance. Happy with the team, the way that they conducted themselves against a very. I mean, I do think that West Ham had a game plan. They came to the match trying to stifle United and try to press them. And I think the goal that came. I mean, I was very impressed with the way that Højlund conducted himself. I was happy with the way Bruno Fernandes was playing more centralized. Casemiro gave that stability in midfield, and seeing that again, it's kind of made me feel like, you know, this is promising. I'm not at the point now where I'm like, oh, well, clean sheets are going to start happening now for Man United, and we're going to start banging in loads of goals. But it's a start. It's a glimpse. And I do think Højlund could be a very good player for us. We just need to really kind of be smart with our transfers this summer. If we can get rid of some dead weight and build upon the team. We've got some youngsters in our team that, you know, show a lot of promise. And you know, for me, Casemiro, Fernandes, they were solid in midfield, and it really made Garnacho getting the 2 goals. I mean, yeah, There's a reason why he should be starting over Anthony. Anthony's obviously a very big disappointment. Some people here, show us his team and let's guess who. Says, come. Sorry, going back to, I've already, so this is my team here. I'll show you my team. It's awful. It's absolutely shocking this week for me. Look at my back line, all 1 point for my back line. Still have De Bruyne captain to play. I really need him. It's not a case of like,
he's going to come through, you know.
I need him to get me 2 assists and a goal or something like that. A miracle.
Wouldn't it be highly ironic if Kevin De Bruyne was benched tomorrow and Haaland starts? It won't happen, but wouldn't that be highly ironic? But it won't be happening. I still stick with the fact that Haaland doesn't start tomorrow. I still don't think he plays tomorrow, and I was just weak because I had the captaincy on Watkins until 15 minutes before deadline. And I just got this stupid fucking mentality of just like, oh my god, all the big content, because I was obviously doing Streamception and all the big content with creators were going with Haaland. I'm thinking, well, what the fuck do they know that I don't? And I just thought, to hell with it. And I had honestly Watkins as my pissing captain. It's just like. Oh, it's just so frustrating. So bloody frustrating, but...
hello, Jason and Steve. I hope your teams are doing better than mine. Probably not, Connor.
Probably not.
I'm just ready to bin this week and start afresh.
Who is this?
Connor. Well, how many points do you get,
Connor knows soccer, but
just Connor. Very strange game week. Seems like not having Richarlison and Captain Watkins sunk a lot of people. Well, the Man City game's not gone. It hasn't been played yet, but yeah, a lot of people. It's a game where it seems like people that do well get like 50, 60 points. People like me are getting like 30. I mean, to be fair, looking at the mini league that I'm in, the main one, I'm the lowest scoring in. So the Tourbe Elite, which is like very average league. It's not like a high-end league. It's an average league. And I am the lowest scoring team in the top 10. And if you go out of the top 10, I'm the lowest scoring of all the way down to 14th. And like people are getting like 50, 60 points and I'm getting like 32 points. It's tragic. It's shocking. So Bellamy's had a good week. 68, the best.
Who did he have again? There was
Captain Watkins.
Palmer, that's who it was.
Palmer, Saka, Trippier. Yeah. Still got Foden and Alvarez to play. It's just a shocking game week. He's got double the points that I have, basically. Double the points. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, I've had a bad week. I went from 135 to 135. Wow, ranked 135 to 1100. Still very, very good. Let us know your game week scores, guys, in the chat. Put your game week scores in. It'd be interesting to see what your scores are. I need De Bruyne to blank. Think he's got the one. Think he's the one that can hurt my rank gain the most this game week. De Bruyne. So you're looking at. Owned overall 30.2%. It's still quite low ownership for Kevin De Bruyne. In the league that we take seriously, Steve-O, he's got 40% ownership. So it'd be interesting to see. I think that's a massive differential. Obviously, of course it is. You always say that, Steve. Oh, here we go. Talking about you and your decision making and how others may influence it. I think Steve-O's got better, to be honest, with his decision making. Haaland will start, says Paul Williams. Second in the Elite Mini League, but it's shitty week in FPL. Yeah. 67 from Ben. We've got Shaguer's got 54. Haaland, KDB and Edison to play. Oh, that's decent. It's sort of like, what is the average at the moment? What do you know, Steve-O, what the average is?
I think like in mini leagues and everything is probably about 49. But in the actual game itself, it is, I can tell you right now, once I can click on this stupid fucking thing.
Kevin Kelly, 64.
37.
37? Wow. 51 with Haaland, captain and Foden to go. Nice. 105. Louis Truman's got 105
It's a load of
points.
nonsense.
Link us your team, Louis, in here. Link it, and I'll have a
On
look.
the Discord, the second best in the world. Second best Discord in the world. Well done, you lot, for making it that.
54. Nice one, Andrew. 73 points, Matty. Win a lot. Points with KDB Foden to play. Gone from 4.5 million to 600k since game week 13. Well done to you, mate. 66, but bench Cunha. Fire Tog. 66 points is nothing to turn your nose up at, though, mate. That's a brilliant score. Very, very good. More than double my score. After 2 good weeks, my luckies ran out. 31 points with 3 to play, says Lewis Allen.
He's top of he was top of the trophy league.
Well, yeah. Is your captain yet? I'm assuming you're captaining Haaland then.
Now.
73 points. Kick your ass TV with Walker, Foden, and Haaland to play. Big decisions for Lucas here. Lucas saying big decision on who to buy out of Darwin or Tony. Well, is it a big decision? Tony. I just don't trust Darwin. I know I said about I wish the thing is, if I was to bring in a Liverpool asset right now, ironically it would probably be Darwin Núñez. But I still don't trust it. Doesn't mean I trust him.
Well, I was looking at your team and you're kind of in a bit of a pickle now because now you've brought in Richarlison. You've only got 8 players for game week 26. As it stands right this second, you've got 8.
It's okay, Steve-O.
Whereas I'll have 10.
It's okay, Steve-O. Don't you worry.
And then, to be fair, that game week isn't exactly shouting at me to be like, you've got to have X, Y,
a full 11? No. Safety score is around 53. I'm on 41 with 3 to play, and Haaland captain, says Matthew. Lucas says Tony's more long-term, just a Liverpool FOMO, but we'll buy Tony most likely. Gonna have Darwin, Haaland and Darwin. Gonna have Darwin, Haaland and Darwin for the double. Yeah, I think Núñez is going to be an explosive player. Like he'll, for many games, he might be frustrating, but the odd game he's going to end up getting you a massive haul. And of course, 2 bites of a cherry in a double game week. It's hard to miss. You know, it's hard to kind of, ignore that. Luton have got good fixtures, ? I mean, Luton are kind of a dark horse team, aren't they, Steve-O?
They're just putting up a fight. That's all it is.
Louis, link your team, mate. Link your team.
I was hoping you weren't going to say that, but brilliant. In fact, I'm doing it now. To hell with it. You can clear off. 10-second timeout. Clear off. Waste of space.
Definitely going to have Doty for the doubles coming up. Rad in the chat goes, do I sell Eze? I don't know. Good fixtures. I mean, you've kept on hold of Eze.
You mean the injured Eze?
I mean,
just wait on the press conferences.
Steve-O's having a stormer in the Super Brew. Steve-O's aka the Predictor.
Annoyingly, if I didn't predict, if I'd known the teams beforehand, I'd have predicted Arsenal to win today. But unfortunately, in fact, do you know if you can? How? In fact, anybody in the chat know how Super Brew works in the sense of how long do you have before you can change your prediction? Is it actually up till kickoff? I don't actually know. Do you know, Jace?
It's almost until to kickoff, yeah.
Oh, so I could have changed. Oh, fair enough. I would have changed it to 2-1 Arsenal then today, if I'd have known that. But yeah, Firetog's now 1 point behind me because he got the Arsenal result correct. I'm assuming he either got it bang on, or he was close, where he got 1.5. I can't do the maths on it, but certainly I was.
You
2
are
points
now
clear?
1 point. You're one solid point clear of Firetog with 219.5.
Yeah. So.
What did you predict for the Man City game?
3-1 to City.
3-1 to City. Okay.
Yeah.
And Firetog, who's second, so he's gone with 2-1. So you've gone 3-1. He's gone 2-1. So if he gets an exact score. He'll be back on top, won't he?
Yeah, so he had Fire Talk had 2-1 to.
Yeah, 2-1, and I went 2-0 to see. But of course, I'm a little bit lower down than you. I'm 177. Oh my god, it's shocking. So we've got here. Steve-O's having a storm. Yes, he is. Doty has a good attacking threat. Yeah, I think that he's a great option. Absolutely. Alvarez and Haaland to play. Trippier, Richarlison, Saka and Watkins captain doing the business. A reminder, guys, this is the Sunday Surgery. If you want to come on and quickly talk about your team, get yourself in the Discord. I'm going to go into the Discord on air channel now. Steve-O, please join me, and we will have, of course, anyone that comes on, anyone that wants to come on, we'll have them come and join us on air. That is your warning. We'll be taking calls in about 5 minutes' time.
Do you want to just quickly go through the games then, Jace, today? Just quickly.
Sure. So today's games. Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth saw Kluivert. You remember him, Steve? Yeah, Kluivert, not Patrick. Score a goal. Hudson-Odoi with a goal. Sinistera, I remember that. I remember Sinistera's name as an option a while ago. Yeah, kind of a dead game really from an FPL asset point of view. Most people not really getting much out of that, if anything. On the other hand, Chelsea versus Wolves. Cole Palmer scores a goal.
Extraordinary result.
And you went with Chelsea to win this one, if I remember rightly.
Would have done.
And yeah, well, Wolves. I don't see Wolves as a fool. They're no idiots. And
well, no, but Chelsea at home are actually. They are actually.
They're, I just don't. I think Chelsea are crap, mate. Personally. Oh my God, what's the manager called? I'm losing my. What's the Chelsea manager called? I'm losing the plot at the moment. Pochettino. Is he gone yet?
No, he won't be. I don't think he'll be going anywhere.
Is there any news come out yet?
No. He won't be going anywhere.
He won't be going anywhere. No. Okay.
No.
Steve-O thinks he won't be going. Silva getting a goal for Chelsea there. Got Cunha hat trick. An own goal by Disassi. I didn't see this game.
Hold on a minute. The Cunha first goal should be a own goal, and the Disassi own goal is obviously an own goal. But the Cunha goal, the first one, that's definitely a own goal. The deflection was too much to classify it as a Cunha goal. I don't like the ball was going on. It was on target. The keeper would have saved it, but then it took a deflection off Silva to go the complete opposite way. So again, I think it's a very fortuitous first goal to be given there.
Assists from Casido, Madrick, no one owns them. 8 Nuri, no. Yao Gomez and Neto.
Neto, yeah.
Yeah. Man United winning 3-0 with Garnacho getting a brace, Højlund getting a goal. Convincing win. Bruno Fernandes getting an assist. Casemiro and McTominay also getting an assist.
I only watched the first half, but you were pretty in control of that. I thought it was within
Onana did it right as well. Onana had a couple of good saves, to be fair to him. Been giving him a lot of stick lately, a lot of criticism, quite rightly so. When he has a good game, I think it's only right to raise just mention that he's had a good game. Again, very unfortunate injury to. Oh, what's that? Sorry, just something come up on my computer like a warning. Martinez and Maguire. I thought Maguire had a solid game when he was on. So, in control. Majority through. I see animations in the waiting room here, which we'll get him on in a moment. Happy Happy with that. Happy with the performance. It's nice to say that from a United point of view as well. Happy with the performance.
As a neutral, I look at it and go, it was just a professional. I didn't watch the second half. I just went to bed or sleep for an hour. But I thought the first half, you contained West Ham. I didn't.
Yeah, and West Ham,
God, West Ham.
They can be a bogey team, West Ham, and I was quite happy with the way that United just, like you said, just had the game under control and looked threatening and created chances, which is something which, let's be honest, we've not seen a lot of in recent years from Man United. We've seen a lot of disjointed performances, a lot of players out of position, a lot of lackluster passing, and today it was credit where credit's due.
Well, interestingly enough, the history has come through with the first 3 games. So basically, Nottingham Forest don't lose away at Bournemouth, or more specifically, Bournemouth can't seem to beat Nottingham Forest at home, although they are unbeaten in the last 5 against Nottingham Forest. Chelsea can't beat Wolves. Mm-hmm. It's just insane. I think they've beaten them once now in the last 7. And Man United, in this game against West Ham, always win 2-0. So yeah, very. The only one that's gone against the history was actually Arsenal, who actually won a game against Liverpool.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just move on to the game that was just happened not so long ago. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1. Basically, we made a mention at the start of the stream. Arsenal just took advantage of the fact Liverpool didn't show up, and I think that's as simple as that. Pretty poor performances across the board from Liverpool point of view. Van Dijk, error. Alisson, error. No real midfield sort of strength shown by Liverpool. And I think Arsenal had a lot of space to run into and just capitalise on it. Errors. It's just a game where I think now. I will ask this question because I'd be interested to know as a pretend Liverpool fan, and any Liverpool supporters in the chat, you can give me your idea and thoughts on this. Whether I actually have a point or not. Do you think that Klopp announcing his retirement, has had any impact on the players and their performance on the field, and maybe their atmosphere in the dressing room off the field? Do you think that it maybe could have waited till the end of the season for this announcement? Am I reading into it in a wrong way? Like, because for me it was a bit odd that he came out now and said it at the start. It seems like a very crucial part of the year. It's a very crucial part of the season where Liverpool are in a very good advantage. They're in a prime advantage to potentially win the title. Man City have still got to catch them up. Admittedly, they've got games in hand. Has he maybe announced it at the wrong moment? Or do you think, no, Jason, no, the players, if anything, are going to play for Klopp and they're going to give it their all, knowing that it's his last season? What do you think, Steve? And what do you think, chat?
I think you've answered the point. I think he can see that he knew that he wanted to leave. He was going to leave last season, but his wife said, just do it. That's literally a fact. His wife said, no, do it for one more season and finish. And I think that he's seen this season as an opportunity to be like, right, we could actually win the league here. I don't think it will subconsciously have an effect on the players, but I think it's having more of an effect on the Liverpool fans. And I think that they're going to be even more behind the team, which is obvious anyway. They've got a very, very, very strong support. But I don't see any problem with him coming out at all. I think it's all like... Well,
apparently Coleman said that the players knew in November. I'm not sure how true that is. It would make sense that he would tell the players first. The players aren't going to be at home watching Sky News finding out about Klopp leaving, I suppose. But no, I just think like looking at it from an outsider's point of view, from a non-Liverpool point of view, like this could be their best chance to pick up the league in potentially could be for a long time to and I think that it was just like very much a shock, sudden decision that just came out, and I was like, oh my god, how is that going to affect the players? I mean, I might be reading into it too much, and maybe it's just an off day for Liverpool. If it was just an off day for Liverpool, then it was just a big game that was an off day. That's all. But who have they got next?
I mean, ironically,
they've got Burnley.
Well, they've got us next.
Yeah.
So they're beating us 5-0. And to be fair, they needed that first half was a kick up the backside for them because they came out a completely different team. And ironically, talking to Diaz, he actually looked like he had a rocket up his backside in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. But then it just deteriorated into the way Liverpool were in the first half. And it looked like, to be fair, it was going to be ending in this horrible 1-1 draw where Liverpool have come and literally stolen a point from Arsenal. But at the end of the day, a stupid mistake. I do wonder if that Alisson/Van Dijk mistake didn't happen, if the game would have fizzled out to a 1-1. I think
potentially, but before that mistake, I don't know if you remember, but there was a few wayward passes by Van Dijk, and I think Gomez did one as well.
Yeah, it was.
And I was thinking, like, they are playing very, very sloppy at the back, and I'm thinking, hang on, you've got Saka, who's very quick. You've got Martinelli, that's really quick.
Well, Martinelli was on fire today.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, you really can't afford to be messing around at the back against an Arsenal team that, fancied the press. They were pressing, and I just find it a bit interesting that the substitutes that came on for Klopp just didn't really have any effect when they came on. I was thinking, maybe the team would start to take the ball, make a few more make some chances at least. But it just didn't seem to have any real effect on the game. Of course, Núñez coming on. I thought Gakpo was really ineffective. I don't think they've worked out where to play Gakpo, is my take. And I don't know, to get the best out of him, where he needs to be playing, because he just seems to be anonymous and not really effective. Núñez coming on, of course. I was thinking in the back of my mind, oh my god, is he going to punish me for not bringing him in? No, the opposite. He just was, again, he just kind of fitted in with the rest of the Liverpool players, really. Just wasteful,
they just turned up, they were just
balloon
there.
shot over the bar, and Harvey Elliott coming on.
Did you watch the Aston Villa game?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Because that, at 35 minutes when it was 4-0, honestly, the Sheffield United manager literally may have just gone, look, this is a waste of time. Just call it a day. We'll just take 4-0 now.
Yeah.
Just end it. Because it was awful. That game was fucking awful. Because Aston Villa were just like, yeah. In fact, that scene in The Simpsons where they're talking about the World Cup and they've got the players just literally just in the centre circle, just passing the balls to one another. That's literally what it was like. It was, and what frustrated me the most was that when Aston Villa actually created, or were trying to attempt chances, it was like they were overplaying. Diaby, when he came on, was just overthinking too much, and yeah, that was a terrible, terrible match to watch. I had to turn it off.
Well, that's
anyway.
Shall we? Let's get animations on.
Have you got the countdown timer?
I can get hold of it, Steve-o.
Good. I'm glad.
Right, animations is here now. Animations, you there, mate? Hello, animations. Are you there, mate? Oh, hang on one moment. I need to switch it. Hang on one moment. I need to switch everything over. Hang on a moment. Here we go. Right, 3, 2, 1. Unmute myself on Discord. That will help. Animations, how you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. How are you guys doing?
Yeah. I'm alright, mate. Not too bad. I mean, let's be honest, it's been shite for me. Been absolutely shocking.
No, when I saw Steve-o's tweet about that, I was pretty gobsmacked. I'm not going to lie, seeing that you sold Cunha, and then obviously the week before
How I
you
hate
sold.
women.
What? No, he's on about my team.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the tweet about Instagram slags. Anyway, which are you talking about, animations?
Well, obviously my team did okay to a certain extent. I mean, Konza coming off in the 59th minute was a shocker for me. If he played an extra minute, I would have been 5 points better extra. But, yeah, and obviously the captaincy didn't go well. Obviously, I ended up changing it like a few minutes before, kind of like you, Steve-O. I ended up putting it on Solanke. So,
Why did you go with Solanke? Just of interest.
well, you said the other day on the preview, you said that Solanke, no, not Solanke. So you said that Bournemouth and Forest always have good high-scoring games. So I thought to myself, I'd go with something a bit different with Solanke, and then that was mainly the reason, really. I went that. So.
Yeah, and you went with, I say logic, you went with an individual in which Andrew Ferguson, please go on YouTube and watch that. It is hilarious. I'm not going to read it out here, but honestly, you can find it on YouTube, Andrew, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. In fact, I watched them on repeat over and over recently. Very, very funny. But going with the Solanke captain, at the end of the day, it didn't work out and whatnot. You've done really well, but you're not playing Foden tomorrow.
Right, well, this was the thing, right? My whole dilemma this week was, right, I had Bowen in my team, and I thought to myself, I wanted to bring in Jota or another player like that. And I thought I obviously had a benching headache with what I was going to do. So I just thought Foden probably not starting would have made sense to me to not start him. And obviously Saka was on pens, Richarlison's on pens, Palmer was on pens. I just thought I'd bench Foden. I mean, I don't see the Brentford City game being an absolute pummeling for Brentford. I can see that easy being like a 2-1 or something like to see. Obviously, there's every chance Foden gets points. But it's just that's the risk I take, mate, at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, okay, I could definitely see a world where Foden does well. So, I mean, it's just the decisions I end up making.
Well, ironically, I don't see him doing well. I do agree with you that Foden, well, in fact, Foden away from home is crap. So
I mean, you sound a little bit disappointed. I will. Sorry to interrupt, Steve. You sound a little bit disappointed with the tone of your voice, but ultimately, all in all, very, very good game week score, and it, barring an absolute mauling of Brentford tomorrow, I don't see you missing out on too many points. So, yeah, your captain decision's not come through, but it's much better than a lot of people that are certainly in my mini league that I take seriously, and the average, way above the average. So, fine margins, but at the end of the day, a lot of players have come through for you in your team.
Yeah, for sure. I'd 100% take the points this week. Obviously, the only thing that did annoy me was the Konza situation, but what can you do? It's FPL at the end of the day. I'm not going to take it to heart.
I think if you make a captain failure, you rely on the rest of your team to make up for it. This is a great example of that. Whereas the game weeks where you make a bad captain, when I say you make it's not you making a bad decision. It's just the way that the game's been. I mean, if you pick a captain, it doesn't come through for you, then the rest of your team doesn't do anything either. Then that's when you really feel like the double whammy. But this is a great example of where you failed in your captain pick, but the rest of your team have picked up the slack, mate. And it's looking, and it's a strong team. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, like I said, it's just that Konza stuff, and then obviously just picking up to go to the doubles, really. So we'll see what happens.
What are you doing for the doubles? Because you've got 3 players.
Well, the situation is, the decision for me is obviously I've got 2 transfers this week. It's whether or not to bring in Haaland this week, or do I get in another doubler? But the plan is to probably have, kind of similar to what you've got, Steve-O, and have like probably 6, maybe 7 doublers, or maybe like 5,
10.
Something around that mark.
Well, how are you doing that?
Well, my current plan is I'm probably going to sell Colwell and bring in Doherty. I'm probably going to sell Watkins and Solanke, and I'm probably going to bring in Darwin and Haaland. So then that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'd have 6 at that point with that. So
What's that, -4?
yes, well, obviously I'd only use one transfer this week, roll next week, and then use another one, and then probably -4, -8. I would imagine.
So you're going to be getting rid of 2 players that are playing in game week 26 to bring in Darwin, who's blanking in game week 26, and Haaland, who, I mean, I'm stating the obvious, Haaland is fine. And who was the other player you said you were going to bring in?
Probably Doherty, probably.
Luton.
Doherty, yes. Yeah, Doherty, who's got who in the double?
Doughty.
Well, he's got 2 tough fixtures. I think it's Man United and Liverpool, but
So
I like the way Luton are playing against Newcastle, and I think he's quite attacking. And yes, it could be a stupid move, but there's apparently rumours that the Bournemouth-Luton game will get rescheduled in 27 or 28. So I'd have him ready there for that. So
you're basically preparing for
future
3
game
or
week.
4 weeks down the line with a Luton player who's got a game against Man United, albeit at home. And can Luton get something? Yeah, but Man United will probably end up winning that, which is obvious. Stating the obvious more specifically. Who was the other game they're playing against? Sorry, Brentford.
Liverpool.
Yeah, so you're going to get at most, say 5 or 6 points from Doherty. And then who are you going to be benching then out of Estupiñán, Konza, Pedro and Gabriel?
Well, if I was to bring Doherty in this week, I'd probably be benching Estupiñán, which, I know the stuff with the bench and the premium, but Estupiñán didn't even start.
Well, he doesn't work, hold on a minute. He doesn't play for a premium team. He plays for Brighton. They're not a premium team.
No, what I mean is, like, he's... No, what I was getting at with that is, I mean, he's like an expensive defender. Sorry, I should have been a bit more specific with that.
Well, without wanting to patronise you, it's not that. He's just an attacking defender, isn't he?
Ah, okay, yeah.
He's not an expensive defender. He's 5 million. So I think that if you're benching Brighton away at Spurs, interesting game, that. Very interesting game. Aston Villa at home to Man United. That's got a clean sheet for somebody written all over it. And Porro at home to Brighton. Oh, no, you wouldn't be...
No, well, my
playing
defense
Porro, Konza and Doherty.
No. So, it would be Porro, Gabriel and Doherty, yeah.
Porro, Gabriel. So you wouldn't be playing Konza?
No, because he's playing United, isn't he?
Man United. I wouldn't be worried about that. That's got 1-0 Aston Villa written all over it, in my opinion.
Well, that's interesting.
Again,
then. I mean,
at the end of the day, Luton have got Sheffield United at home. I mean, if
that's what I'm saying. It's a good fixture, isn't it?
That's not screaming clean sheet. I don't know what it is. It's all logical what you're doing, and I think the plan is there. So how many? So that's going to be a -4 then for game week 25. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it'd be probably a -4, -8. I mean, the only other question I did have was with Liverpool defenders. You know, you were talking about Trent. Apparently, he's not going to be playing 90 in like some games. Would Van Dijk be a good coverage for that double in 25, or do you reckon that's a waste?
Who would you be bringing him in for?
Probably I'd probably either take up Colwill, Estupiñán, or Konza for the.
You're taking Colwill out for Doherty.
Yeah. So then I would probably either sell Colwill and bring in Van Dijk. Not Colwill, sorry.
But
Konza,
you're taking Colwill out for Doherty, aren't you?
Yeah. Sorry. So I would sell Konza for him. I just wanted to know, like, with the Liverpool stuff, like, could Van Dijk cover that goal?
The problem with that move is that you're then selling a defender that's going to be playing in game week 26 for a player that's blanking.
Yeah, this is the thing, mate.
Are you looking for moves for the sake of moves?
No. I'm just looking to try and optimize the best way to get doublers. Like I said, I'm not fussed with taking loads of hits. Like, if we get to 20,
you're optimizing your team for doublers, but at the sacrifice of game week 26.
No, because I'll just take either a -8 or something, or a -4 if I have to. Say for example, I have to go in with like 10. I'll be happy with that. I'm not 100% fussed.
Well, how many points more do you think Van Dijk in a double game week is going to get over a single game week player? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking,
is he really gonna get more than 4 or 5 points anyway? So is it even gonna break it? At best, you're looking at breaking even, right? At best, really, is it just spending points for the sake of spending points just to have double game week players? Which, I don't understand if you're doing it for a striker, but for a defender, I don't think it's worth it personally, mate. I think your team.
And then I'm doing the quick maths here. If you're thinking of doing the moves that you're thinking of doing, you're literally then going to only have 7 players for game week 26.
Firetog saying here, if you're doing a -4 to bring him in and then a -4 to take him out, it starts to get expensive. And of course, you only get 1 free transfer a week, so you've got to be pretty, on the ball with who you bring in for the double game week and how you set yourself up for 26. And I think that if you're going to spend points, spend them on the goal scorers, spend them on the people that are going to get you them explosive returns. Van Dijk isn't one of those, unless he gets a bullet header from a corner, which, let's be honest,
He probably will against Burnley because we're terrible at set pieces. That's why Trent is frightening. Because he's a real it's really annoying because I really wanted to captain Trent against Burnley.
Well, with Trent, he's an unknown, isn't he, at the moment, with the way that it's kind of panning out. But yeah, I mean, it was an odd one seeing Robertson coming on for Trent and Gomez. It was just, it's some weird. Yeah, I just think that with Trent at the moment, if you got him, obviously keep him. But if you don't have him, I don't think he's someone that you're going to be like fighting over to get into your team because it's just unknown about how many minutes he's going to play, what sort of what his role is going to be. Like for me, without Salah in the team, I do see a different Trent. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me on that. I just, it just seems a bit like he's not. He's kind of caught between defensive and offensive positioning, and I don't think that he's one of those players that you need to be rushing in to get into your team at the moment. Richarlison or Madders, I feel rich. Yeah. Anyway, I'm reading some of the people. I'm reading some of the messages in chat. I'll get to them in a moment. But you have an issue, Steve? I see your camera flicking on and off. Are you okay?
I'm thinking of restarting because every other word from your animations is cutting out. So I'll probably.
Okay. Well, animations. You got any final thoughts before we move on to the next caller?
Not really. Just thanks for having me on, gents, and it's always a pleasure to get your input and on to the next game week, I guess.
Thank you, Animations, for coming on and sharing with you. That's your good game week score. Was your captain fail? It's kind of.
No, well, like I said, I won't go on the brag or anything. It's just I always appreciate having a chat with you guys, even if you are getting sick and tired of me.
Never get sick and tired of you, mate. Get sick and tired of my team. That might make me sick and tired of talking about. for you know what it's like when you've had a bad FPL game week. You'd rather just forget about it, move on, and then you talk about it more. And it's like but it is what it is. Thank you, man. Cheers, dude.
Cheers, guys.
Animations, everybody. Animations. We've got Matty in your favourite player, your favourite FPL player, Steve-O, coming on to chat to us. Matty win a lot. Are you winning a lot though, Matty? Is the question. And I see you there with your microphone muted. I don't know if you're gonna unmute yourself. 5, 4. He's gone to make a cup of tea. He doesn't realise, does he? 3.
Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to restart.
Oh, here he is. You restart then. Oh, you're going to restart, are you? God. Well, try and persevere, Steve-O. Try and persevere. Are you struggling to hear me?
No, I can hear you clearly.
Oh, Steve-O, you're talking to?
Yeah, Steve-O's here too. Can you hear Matty, Steve-O?
I can hear everybody loud and clear.
Right, go for it. What do you want to talk about, Matty?
About my team, actually, but I can't see it on the screen, so
It's here, mate. Don't you worry about that. Don't worry about what's on the screen. You just worry about telling me about your team.
Yeah, well, to be honest, back in game week 13, I was 4.5 mil, and I was getting to the stage where I was just shall I just use my chips to try and like catch up, or like, because like everything I was doing it wrong, like. So
It was backfiring on you.
yeah, like I've had a terrible season, like, but then in game week 13, it just started turning round, and like since then I've managed to get myself inside the top million, and like I've basically won Red Arrow since then. I mean, like I took out Darwin this week because I fancied Hoyland from United. It's not very often I have United players in my team.
Well,
because
congratulations.
I'm a Liverpool supporter.
Congratulations for getting on the Hoyland points. I think that performance was very promising.
It was a great goal as well.
Oh, it was a lovely, well taken goal.
Because he dummied him on to take it on the left, and then he brought it back on the right and put it in the opposite corner.
Yeah, he took it very well. And the frightening reality is that Hoyland has not had many chances at all this season. And the chances he does get, he does do very well with his finishing product. And the frustrating thing from a Man United point of view is all season we've just not seen service. And you start to wonder what type of performance and output we can get from Hoyland if we start feeding him chances. Like for example, if Hoyland had the chances that Nunez has got from Liverpool, for example, could he be like, on 20 like 20
it was
goals
like when I was watching the game today, it was like the amount of times like I was like shouting at the player, fucking pass the ball through, and it was like clear and like, but the player didn't see him, like, and it would have been an easy pass, and he would have been through on his own, like the amount of times he finds those spaces where but the players don't like look for him, and like lately his last 4 games.
It's because we don't have creative width. We don't have width on the. We don't have
Rashford's
creative.
really greedy, so Rashford wants to like get the ball, run at the defenders, and try and score. Like Garnacho, he's pretty much like Rashford. He's pretty greedy as well. He like the only creative player you've really got is Bruno
and Casemiro.
And Casemiro.
Yeah,
the only times Rashford is likely to lay him off is if he's up by the byline and he's got to like pull it back or something where he knows he can't score. But normally he likes to, when he gets it, try and take the defender on and come in on his right and try and score, like. And they're greedy players, like. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're right. I think it's quite, from my point of view, Hoyland is an interesting one. Okay, he's 6.9. I've just checked. He's 6.9 million. And what animations have said, and
he's had 4 goals.
We don't want to start saying that United could be a team to look at right now from a FPL point of view.
It's his 21st birthday today.
Yeah, forget about that. But if you think about just
scored on his birthday.
Yeah, but let's just think from an FPL asset going forward.
Yeah,
I think it's too early to say Hoyland in. However, because you've got so many great options for attackers in the game at the moment, as it is, you've got Alvarez, you've got Solanke, you've got Watkins, you've got obviously people bringing in Haaland now. There's been a great plethora of decent options, and even Cunha arguably is a great option as well.
It's like a template of maybe 5 players, like everybody's going for. So I wanted to go for someone. He was 4% owned when I got him in.
Yeah,
so
no one really has got him in their team.
Exactly. It's like everyone's got Watkins, everyone's got maybe Haaland now, and the third one is either Solanke or Darwin. It's like that's the template 4 or 5 strikers, and now Tony's coming into the situation because he doesn't blank in 26, he doesn't blank in 29,
yes,
and he has a double in 25.
Yeah.
So like, and I know it's hard fixtures, but he's shown it last season. He can score against anybody. The top 6 he can score against, and he needs a penalty, and we all know what he's like on his penalties.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's your plans with Højlund? Are you holding him now going forward? You're not. Are you? What's your sort of mindset with your
About
attackers?
getting Højlund in.
About getting Højlund in, yeah.
Yeah.
I take it you got money to get him in. Who's going to make way for Højlund?
I'm not too sure how much I got in the bank. I was thinking of rolling this week, so I got 2 free transfers going into
very nice.
25, and that would be the double then for Liverpool, and so I'll probably get one more Liverpool asset.
You tempted with Darwin Núñez?
I took him out this game week for the United striker.
Well, for Højlund. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So maybe not then.
that paid off because Darwin got 0.
Yeah.
So I had a feeling last night in my.
Wait, he got 0.
Yeah, because he got booked. He got come on. And he shouldn't have got booked really, because it was a foul on him because Gabriel brought him to the ground, and because the ref said it was a foul to the Arsenal player, he got threw his hand to the ground, and then the ref booked him for descent or whatever.
Wow,
so,
mate, wow.
He got 0, and I didn't take any hits this week. The last 3 weeks I've been taking hits every week, but I've been getting green arrows at the same time.
Okay, well let's just cut to the chase. You've had a good game week this week. The point that you were making, is he still here? He's still here. I just heard a noise. I heard a notification on my Discord. I wonder if he left. Let's cut to the point. You've had a good week this week. You were from game week 13, so the last 10 weeks, you've gone from 4.2 million, 4.3 million. Is that what you said?
4.5.
4.5 million up to where are you now?
600k.
600k. About 600k. So the point you're making is, for people watching right now, if you've had a crap game week like me, don't worry, it's plenty of time. 10 weeks, you can go from 4.5 up to 600,000.
You can look on my.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't get dramatic. Don't get deleting your team and quitting FPL. Just go outside, touch some grass, go spend some time with your family, make a cup of tea.
I've actually moved up inside the top 20 now in the Elite FPL. Not the community one. The
YouTube.
Not the YouTube one. The
Rivals.
One.
You got the Rivals League, the Members League,
the YouTube Chat League.
YouTube Chat League. There we go.
You're 24th, yeah.
Right. So the point being
the
is
community
doing well. You're doing it right. So keep doing what you're doing, and you got your captain nailed. You got your captain bang on this week. That's really helped you out, and we've still got De Bruyne and Foden to play. Of course tomorrow. So some 2 assets there.
It's the YouTube Chat League.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I think that we'll leave it there.
I thought you was because I've got my free city, and the only way I would be able to get Haaland if I did want him, which was
be Walker out, wouldn't it?
I would have to take Walker out, and maybe
get Doty in.
I've already got him in.
Oh, you have.
He got me 6 points last week. I bench boosted last week. I had 18 points on my bench.
Wow!
In a single game week, and 3 of my defenders all got me 2 points.
Shigeru in the chat saying, I remember the last time that Matty came on, we were all saying don't give up because of the cluster of points that were together. Yeah, absolutely. I remember that. I remember you coming on sort of like before Christmas, sort of like late November, and talking to us about
you got my team up on the screen, and it was like
absolutely. Listen, you've done very, very well. You've made some great decisions. Now you just got to keep doing it, right? You got to keep doing it. I want to see you in the top 250. There we go. I know you're doing very well in the sky, but keep doing. Keep playing your own game, mate, and don't give up. It's a
Yeah,
good
thank
lesson
you.
it's a good lesson to teach people that
It's
are feeling a bit down about their FPL at the moment.
yeah, exactly. I felt that like I said before,
Yeah.
game week 13, and even though there was ages to go, I just I really, and then I thought about just not playing it anymore. But I was like, oh, I
Just take
can't
a back
just like
seat at the very,
because
yeah.
it's a game it's a hobby of ours, isn't it? It's something we like to do, and
It
we
should be
do
a
it
hobby,
every
yeah.
week.
It shouldn't be
It's like
it shouldn't be a
well, when
chore.
it's not there, we miss it because it's like we like to look at the players and bring different players in, and when we have a good week, we have a good week, and when we have a bad week, it's like, oh shit, like, and then you're waiting for the next game, and then it could be the opposite the following week, like. But
Absolutely.
you just got to keep that positive, and just got to keep thinking like it matters in game week 38 where you are.
Well said, Matty. Right, I'll leave you now. Have a good remainder
Oh,
of your weekend, mate. I'll see you soon.
I just want to say thanks to the guys who welcomed me in the Hangouts to do the score predictions and that. I've been doing it the past couple of weeks.
Who are those people?
Dredd and Pogner, Edworth was in there, Max,
Buffy?
Roberts,
Danny?
quite a few. Yeah, and there's a lady in there. I'm not sure. Can't remember her
Blonde?
name now. Blonde, yeah. It was quite nice to interact with them all and that. Like, it's really nice. I was saying to them,
they're very welcoming.
They've given me a nickname. They have like because they said we give nicknames to people who come. No, they've said they've nicknamed me Matty Talk a Lot.
Hey, I wonder what. I have no idea where they've got that idea from, Matty. No idea, mate. Right, Matty. I bid you farewell for this evening. Come back again and chat to us.
Will do. Take care, my friend.
Take care, man. You take care.
See you later, Steve-O. God bless. Bye now.
And there we are. Steve-O, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to put this game week so far under wraps. I mean, barring a miracle tomorrow, this game week has been a shocker. And I want to put it in the past, and I want to start again for next game week because it's just burnt me. My decisions, my transfers have burnt me. Without going around in circles, anything you want to finally say? What we'll do because the game week's not finished, we're not going to go through the mini leagues. We're not going to go through the Super Cup at the moment, but we will go through it on the preview for game week 24. Okay, so we'll go through the state of the Super Cup, almost said Super Brew, and the leagues then. Okay, because it makes more sense because we've got people that have got at least 3 Man City players. At least 2 Man City players. Let's be honest.
I think the average is 3
lots of
players tomorrow.
Lots of captains being played tomorrow as well. So let's just wait until that game's out of the way. Right. Anything you want to say, Steve-O?
No, I think let's just get the hell out of it.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the support this evening. I think we did have somebody, and I completely forgot. Kick Your Ass TV, if you're still here, you did become a 99p supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. A reminder now, I don't know if you don't already know, but the old $4.99 memberships have gone. They've completely been deleted. So if you did have that, you were warned to move yourself over to the 99p. So if you're wondering why your badge is gone, that's why. So yeah, get yourselves over to the Patreon. I will be doing a recording at some time next week talking about my life, what's happening with my new job. I've got a baby on the way. It's coming in literally next 2 weeks, within the next 2 weeks. Scary. Lots of things and lots of changes happening with me. And I just thought, let's just sit down and have a chat about it. And the trials and tribulations of getting out of the shed and actually interacting with other people and being out in the wide world with people that the construction banter in the construction industry. Interesting. Right, thank you ever so much, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new around these parts, and follow us on social media, Elite FPL. Join us on Discord. Steve-O, give him a wave.
See you later.
Bye-bye, everybody. Take it easy.